Legal custody is a document saying that you have the right to be involved with your children's medical, educational, financial, spiritual decisions. It entitles you to that information, and it entitles you to be consulted and part of the decision-making process for your children. When you see that parents have joint legal custody, it means that they are both supposed to be equally responsible and equally involved in those things. When somebody has sole legal custody, that means they alone have the authority to make important decisions involving the children. They decide where they are enrolled in school, who their medical providers are, if a medical procedure is necessary, where they go to church. They decide their day-to-day rules. They basically get to make all of the important decisions related to the children. Physical custody means who the children live with most of the time. Typically, a divorce is going to say that parents have joint legal custody, and then one parent is the sole physical custodian, meaning that is the children's primary place of residence. And that order will also set out specific visitation rights for the other parent. As we get further along in time and more modern, a lot of parents are going for joint physical custody, which truly means that the children spend an equal amount of time at each house, usually a week to week, sometimes 2 weeks and 2 weeks. Sometimes it's more creative than that. Joint physical custody is still the exception and not the rule, but for some families, it's a really great solution. It's almost a kind of an extreme situation where one parent would get sole legal custody of children. The courts try very hard to arrange for parents to have joint legal custody so that they can both have involvement in the children's lives. The times when you might see just a sole legal custody order is if one parent has been abusive, one parent has just not been involved at all and abandoned the family. One parent might have a substance abuse issue and be kind of in and out of reliability in the children's lives. But if you have two basically good parents who are stable and safe, you should expect to see joint legal custody. It's really typical to see one parent get sole physical custody. What that really means is the judge thinks that that parent has been the primary caretaker of the children during the marriage and will therefore continue to be their main caretaker. It is not a slap in the face to the other parent who doesn't get sole physical custody. It's just a designator that says, hey, this is the main place these kids are going to live. Joint physical custody, while it is sometimes ordered by a court, is almost always done just by agreement. And that's where you really want the kids to have completely two homes. Now, for obvious reasons, that may not work in every case. That's not appropriate in every case. And although the kids don't get to choose, the kids may really not want that in a lot of cases. So if you choose joint legal custody, just be prepared for the fact that you're going to have to kind of work extra hard to create that culture of stability for your children. If you have any questions about the intricacies of legal custody, physical custody, joint and shared, contact Empowered Family Law today.